Hello, I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri. And today we are going to share with you projects we have been working on in our sewing room. So we encourage you to do the same thing. Get yourself a notebook, write down 8 projects that you would like to work on over the next week. It's just a good way to kind of keep track, stay focused in there, because I know it can be overwhelming in your sewing room. I had a lady in yesterday that was talking about how overwhelmed she felt by all the projects she has going on. So if you just write them down, then you can just do little chunks at a time. And I even write down like finish some blocks, or just one little thing at a time. Like I
don't have
finished
to be
a
a whole
block.
quilt every week.
No, I don't have to be a whole quilt. So anyway, we are a quilt shop, as you can see. So if any of the projects we show you that we have a pattern or a kit or something in the shop, we will tell you that. You can, in the description, there is a link to our Facebook page. We do shopping every Friday. So some of the things you see here, you might also see on our shopping.
9:30 Friday mornings.
Yep. And then you can always call the shop to place an order. Depending on when you've watched this, it might be gone as far as, the pattern's gone or whatever, but you can always call the shop and ask, and hopefully we can get it figured out for you or get it similar or something.
And our business hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5:30. Saturday is 10 to 3.
Yes.
So if you call on those other days, we're not here.
Yes, and any updating as far as our hours or things going on in the shop is done on our Facebook page. So you want to
Connect to that.
connect to that.
Right.
$5 or $7 flat rate shipping. Spend $100, it's free shipping.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, let's get started.
All right.
All right, I'm going to go first. I finished a baby quilt. I have a great nephew on the way. And did I show the fabric last week? I don't know if I did or not.
I don't know.
I think I did.
Might be in your notebook.
Yeah, I just said picked out a baby quilt. So I must have showed you the fabric. Well, it is finished. Nothing like getting it done under the wire.
Yes, I quilted it yesterday.
She did. And this is just a simple Villa Rose pattern. I think it's called Azagale. Just takes, I think 7 back quarters.
It's so cute. And then Mom used an Essex linen here.
That greeny color.
That
you
green.
see. And then I used a pretty flannel. So it's very soft, muted colors. And then it's a nice creamy flannel plaid on the back.
It's so cute.
So I've got to pick out some binding today. I had debated about doing that Essex linen again. I've not ever used it on binding.
I haven't either. No.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so first up for me is I've been working on the Pretty Birds by Elizabeth Hartman. We have done this as a block of the month. We're almost to the end of it, but we did have a few extra kits left if anyone's interested, and I did bring it over. So we had a lady call yesterday that bought one of the kits, so yay. So anyway, we do have a few kits, not very many. It's $241.16. We did add a binding in there as an extra.
Patterns included.
And patterns included, but what's awesome about doing one of our block of the month with Elizabeth Hartman is we've separated every bird is rolled up in a bag with the month. So it's just, you don't have to worry about the colors. Yeah, it's all done for you. Where a lot of times if you buy an Elizabeth Hartman kit, it's just a bunch of fat quarters or something, fabric, and you have to kind of figure it out. But this is all done for you. So each little bird is separate. That's really awesome.
Yes.
This is our third Elizabeth Hartman pattern to do as a block of the month, and they're always really popular.
And this is the big quilt, 69 by 79. And if you already have the pattern, you would let us know and we would deduct the price from the kit.
Yes.
Because the pattern's been out a little while. Maybe you've already bought it and thinking, oh, I want to make this so bad.
So I got another bird done.
Cute.
I have one of the little green birds. So cute. And I've been, telling you guys how I've fussed with the eyes of every one of these birds. I did not this time.
She's catching on.
So this is bird 5, I think. I think I have 8 to make. So bird 5, the eye was easy breezy.
Perfectly. That's always lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I finished my binding on the calling quilt. So this is a kit we do have available. It is another Villa Rose. I love me some Villa Rose patterns.
Yes.
So pretty fall colors, giant leaves.
Yes, it's really a pretty quilt, and you've got Essex linen as your background.
I think it's called chestnut or something, nutmeg maybe. And then I did a chalk and charcoal green where you see the little leaf stems, and then that is carried out to the binding.
Love it.
And then this is the back is another beautiful flannel.
Yay.
I don't think we have this one anymore, do we?
Well, it's reorderable, so I was gonna put an order in
For that color.
for that today.
But this is such a nice quilt. I even enjoyed putting the binding on, sitting in my chair with the flannel against my legs.
Yes, I love a flannel back. Okay, so next up is the Lucky Log Cabin quilt. We kitted this a few weeks ago. I did bring the kit over. All done in flannel.
And it is a giant kit.
It's the medium throw size is what I'm doing. So 66 by 76. Boy, I got the top all done. It was
Take a lot of backward.
It does, yeah. And I mean, I didn't have any thumb left. No, not really. But it went together really fast.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's flannel. It's just amazing.
It just makes me think of a vintage quilt right now.
Yes, it does.
How pretty is that? And that is 66 by 76, so nice size.
Yeah, and I've not really worked with flannel as far as cutting them up that small, 2.5-inch strips, but
It worked wonderful.
it was fine.
Didn't ravel, and
Nope, not super ravelly.
it is a little heavy, just so you know. That's a lot of flannel in there and a lot of seams. Now you probably put flannel on the back.
I'm going to make it heavy. It's
Yeah.
going to be a winter quilt.
Winter quilt, fall, football games, baseballs,
Yeah.
fall, spring.
Yeah, I mean, I've made several flannel, but they're not this big. So, I mean, this one's a pretty good size.
This is a big one. This Luke could fit under this one.
Yeah, Luke, it was 6'4".
So there, we do have this one available, and the price is $102.78.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm working on my binding. I've just tried to make this week my binding week. I still
That's a
have
good
3
idea.
more quilts to put binding on.
I know.
Like I get 2 done, and I think, oh yeah,
I'm all caught up.
no,
Not really.
not really. Okay, so this is a crescent panel that I made, I don't know, probably 2 months ago. But I finally got the binding all machine sewed on,
Oh, this is awesome.
but it's not all hand
Do
sewed.
we still have these kits?
We do.
Okay, so we do have a kit, just like this one.
But some of the binding, I love the little black vinyl binding.
And this quilt design is called Fanfare. It's an edge to edge that we have here in the
Isn't it pretty?
shop. I love it.
It's a great one to do when you have this
Free space all
all
over
the
it.
free space all over. But I'm still working on the hand sewing. I hope to get it done this weekend. And then
It's
maybe
a nice
put
thing to
another
set
binding
and set and work on.
Yeah, I watched a great movie last night while I was doing hand binding.
Did you watch that movie?
Where the Crawdads Sing?
Yes,
I did.
where the crawdads sing. I don't know if you guys have seen
cried
it,
if
but
you
I
haven't
did
seen
too.
it.
It was so good. It was one of the best movies I've seen in a while.
time.
Yeah. Okay, so next up is cross stitch. I don't make as much time for cross stitch as I should, but anyway, working on this one, the lion and the lamb. I try to do a few minutes every day, but anyway, I've been working on the flower. I think it goes like that.
How pretty is that?
Yeah, so I got the flower in there.
You can see she's
Kinda.
graphed all of her
Maybe it goes
cloth.
like that. I don't know.
I can't tell either. I don't know. You're
I
working
have
on
to
it.
look
It's
at
hard
the
to
chart
tell.
every time.
You see which
Yeah.
way you're going.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm making a little progress.
It's really
but
pretty.
I got my big light. We do have these back in, so it's a magnifier and a light, and then these are Q snaps that I like to use. So.
And we just figured out last week that little light will stand independently.
Yes, it will. I just
So
haven't
it doesn't
done that
have
yet
to
at
clip
home.
on, but it's got these little legs that come out.
Yes, got these little legs. I know. That was a discovery we made when you
On the
actually
package.
read the package.
It's like, oh, look, it
You
stands
actually
up.
check out what you bought.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a little cross stitch too. So I'm getting closer and closer on my red work, and this is farm, something farm, but it is all done in red, and it's getting closer.
Yeah, you're getting really close.
But it's still got that little corner, but I'm getting there. And I have a white frame. I think I'm going to put it in if it fits. I have an extra white frame in my closet. So I cleaned out a closet yesterday instead of sewing. I would have rather sewed.
I know, that stuff has to happen
But it's
sometimes.
like, oh yeah, you can't hardly walk in that closet. So it was time.
It was time. Okay, so I had a layer cake in my stash that had been calling my name.
For a while.
For a while. I love Jen Kingwell fabric, and every time she does a line, I get a little piece of it, always. And anyway, so this was calling my name. And this pattern, Tropicana, we have here at the shop. It's just a little Villa Rose. It uses 10-inch squares.
You've made this one before.
Yeah, I've made it before, so it's one I like because it's easy and it really shows off the layer cake. I mean, I had it cut and sewn in, I don't know, a few hours, 6 hours.
That's what's nice about Villa Rose, if you're not familiar with them, is usually they're fast sew patterns, bigger pieces. Oh, look at that. That's lovely.
Yes, it really is so nice.
You must be in the vintage vibe, because that makes me think.
Yes, I must be.
Something you would see at the flea market already, you know, old, 40 years old.
But it's new.
But it's new. New fabric. New fabric.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Okay.
It's good size too. It finishes
61 by 68.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes is, well, background strips.
So the background strip that I use is actually one of her lollies, this black piece.
So it takes a yard of that.
Yeah, it takes a yard of that. And so that's sewn onto every block. So I mean, if I would have done, you know, you could do more of a solid,
yeah,
it would stand out even more.
Even more, but I like that. And in the picture, you can see where the solid stands out a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one to be quilted.
What did I do with my other cross
Which then
stitch? Did I
means
forget it?
binding. Did you forget?
I forgot my other cross stitch. Okay, we will move on.
I actually have an extra one. So
Okay, well that
I'm
works out for
winning
me
today.
So, yeah, you're winning. The Quilt Shop is sponsoring or doing, however you want to say it, a mystery quilt and it's all full. So
yeah, there's no more spots
there's
left.
no
so
more
don't get
spots, so I
excited
don't even want
about
to talk a lot about it. But because I didn't get to participate because all the spots are full, I brought my own fabric from home. I think it takes 20 fat quarters and a background. And so this is a bundle of fat quarters that I'm going to
Yay.
use. So
I know
I'm going
I've
to
been looking
participate in the mystery, but I will be quietly off to the side.
So if you are doing the mystery program with us, you have gotten in the mail. You should have gotten the mail because I mailed out last week. Some
15th.
waited a little while because we had to get payment and whatnot on PayPal. But anyway, you have months 1, 2, and 3 plus your instruction for month 1. So
The 15th of every month.
yeah, so if you have something in your stash, and I mean, I looked over the instructions, it doesn't look very difficult. You could sew up something in your stash along with it, you know, just for fun.
Just for fun.
So that's what Mom's doing, is she's going to use that pattern and sew up something she already has in her stash to go along with you guys.
Because I want to do it.
I want to do it.
And we only had 50 spots. I know that sounds like a lot, but we filled up pretty dang quick.
Yeah,
and
really
so it's
fast.
like, oh, I don't get to do it.
Could've
Oh
done
no,
more,
I have
but-
another way I can do it.
Yeah.
So I did bring this, and I need to find a background because the background is a pretty good.
Now the pattern is not available to everybody yet, but it will become available. So then you could, if you didn't get to
then it's not so
participate-
much a mystery because you're going to see it, but
Yeah.
she's going to.
She's gonna
our
rewrite it in a
local
pattern.
designer is actually rewriting it to sell as a pattern
in the end.
in the end. So.
Right now it's
But
exclusive
I
to
can't
us.
miss out on the mystery sew along. I have to do it.
Right.
Because I don't have anything else.
I understand completely.
You get it.
Okay, so I have been working on the fall. This is a block of the month we
What a
did.
giant bag that is.
I know, I did that out so I didn't have to fold my blocks up small.
I didn't even know that we had such a size of
I
bag.
don't know that I got it here. I've had it for a long time. Okay, so this is the fall block of the month we did. It's been a while ago. We do have
Some
2 kits left. That's it. I went and looked this morning. So if you want one, better get on it. It's $200. It includes the pattern,
74 by 74 is the
binding
size.
included, and it's got everything in there to make that top. But I was down to, I needed to do 2 more blocks, and I got the last block done.
Oh, look at
last
that
night.
pumpkin. Is adorable.
Yay!
That is so cute. What a cute pillow that would make just by itself.
It would, but it's going in the quilt.
It's going in the quilt. quilt's
So-
really pretty. So now you have all the blocks done. You're ready to start
all the blocks done. I'm ready to start the border.
which is a piece border, as you can see.
But it doesn't look too difficult, so.
It really doesn't.
Anyway, that's my plan this week is I need to square up all the blocks. As I already can see, some are not the right size.
Just make them all equal and be good enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make them all equal, and maybe I probably will add 2 because I really need them to be this size because that will mess up the border.
The border,
I don't
when you do
wanna
a
have to
piece
do any
border,
math.
it's important. And it looks like there's sashing, I'm guessing, between them, or no?
I'm thinking there is, so anyway, I'm gonna have to study it because I don't want to see the border. If I start making the blocks all smaller, it'll be too much for my brain.
Yeah, I would be the same way. Okay, so my next thing I'm going to show you is, you know, when you finish a quilt, sometimes with that little bill of rose, these are, what happened?
Oh no. Oh no, we're still on.
When I talk, it goes away.
Oh,
So-
I see why.
You seen why?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
So sometimes when you make a quilt, you end up with these little half square triangles, which that's the background and that's the pretty print. And this was left over from my little Bill of Rose baby quilt, and I couldn't just throw this stack of what could be perfect half square triangles. So I started sewing them together. So I've got this little stack all sewn together, and I chain piece.
So you make like a pillow. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something. And so I've been chain piecing them. I don't know how many I'll end up with. I've not done the math again, but it's gonna be enough at least for a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Could
Well,
maybe
and
even be like a bench pillow.
It's just such a good idea to do something with it then because it'll end up in a pile and then.
Well, they're perfect. It's like, this is gonna finish at a three inch half square triangle. Why did you throw that away?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And they're still a pretty nice stack to sew together. Anyway, and I got a little container for them, even better.
Yay. Okay, so next up, a few weeks ago on one of our live shows, I put together this little plaid quilt. I just love these. They take 5 1-yard cuts and a light, dark, and a medium. So anyway, I started cutting it out. So this is gonna be my large scale print, my medium scale print, and then light, medium, and dark.
Ooh.
We do have some of these kits here in the shop if you'd like to see it, or you can wait until I have it done if you're just not sure about it yet, but it's gonna be so cute. I'm excited.
And it will be a fast sew again. These are not, you know, not a Bill of Rose, but you can look at it and see that it's gonna be a pretty fast sew.
Yeah, I like to, you know, work on some harder blocks, get a few blocks done, and then make a big quilt. That's
I do
quick.
too. I like to, yeah, I enjoy a challenge, but I also just want to get some quilts done that are fast because I love sewing.
Right.
All right, so I talked about going through my containers at home and trying to pull out projects that was at least 75% done and finish those. You know how long this has been that I worked on this? So this is Vintage 10. It's a Crabapple Hill pattern, and you can see it's got a lot of embroidery. I have all the embroidery done.
Oh my goodness, you have it all done?
But all done. I even got some of the half square triangles done.
Yeah, you've got to get
for
this
all these
done.
piecing. Got all the fabric gathered. Look at all the different, I mean, even cut out stacks of fabric.
Yeah, it's like, get this done. What are you doing?
What am I doing with it? I don't know. But I'll show you some.
I mean, that you have all the embroidery done is like huge.
It's huge, yeah. So let's look at some of the embroidery.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, you got to get this done.
Yes, it's going to be so cool. Look at these motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. This is embroidery work.
And
different
my,
ball game than cross stitch.
Yeah, it's a different, and I still like to embroidery, but of course I can't seem to do it all, so I've kind of put a slow down on my embroidery work and doing more cross stitch. It's all done, and then I was like, well, where's the rest of it?
In the bottom.
In the bottom. I'll show that too. You guys are gonna get sick of looking at them, but look at this giant one.
Wow. Yeah, you have a lot of time in that.
Yeah, there's just no reason not to have it done.
There's no reason.
And my husband kind of is right now in his close to retirement age, is really getting into these old vintage cars.
So he love this.
He would love this.
Yeah. You can hang it up for him.
So it's time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's time. You gotta get it done. It's time. Next week, let's see it done.
Yeah, I'm thinking not next week. But I thought if I would pull one container and concentrate on it for the entire month, along with all my other blocks of the month and store samples, that I could get it done.
Yeah, you get some progress.
It's not going back on the shelf until it's done.
Yeah, it's in the to-do pile.
To do.
Okay, so I finished the pixel chain.
Woo!
If you're on our private Facebook group, we're doing a quilt along, which is over now. The pixel chain.
Not that you still can't do the pixel
Yeah, you can
chain.
still do it. We have the pattern here. I did bring it over. I thought, yeah, there it is. So there's the pattern. We do still have it. Uses a jelly roll, and then I did a real scrappy background.
Oh, how pretty. I seen it online, but it looks prettier in person. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. You can see all the low volume prints she did, so it's got a lot of variety of that. Very pretty.
Yeah, so I've got all my, so in the low volume prints, we have a little bag here in the shop that we sell that's all low volume. So that's what I used.
Yeah.
Plus I mixed in a few extras. Okay, I have one extra. I also made a baby quilt, and it's got
so
it
cute
quilted
done.
yesterday.
Cute.
It's pretty, it's not very big.
I think it's like 36 by 38, something like that. It's a little
Put
longer.
flannel on the
Oh,
back.
that's my pretty brown.
Yeah. And we do have one kit left.
We cut 6. I'm surprised we didn't have 1.
Well, yeah, and I mean, we could cut more, but this is gone, so I'd have to do something in place of that, which I could find. And I did get the pattern ordered, but it was just one of those.
Black and white ones.
Yeah, except it's for babies, so it's 4 half-yard cuts instead of 5 1-yard cuts.
Okay.
Anyway, got it done.
I think we're through.
All right, thank you so much for watching.
Hope to see you Friday.
Yeah, go to our Facebook page, watch us Friday for shopping, and then next week we'll post another quilty project thing, what we're working on. So
Yes.
anyway, have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.